Hello, my lovely Virgos. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how you guys are doing. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. This is gonna be for between now and the end of next week. So between now and the 28th of January, just because I missed a week, I want to make sure that you guys still get a reading for that time frame. I'm feeling a little bit poopy today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a bit of pain, so bear with me. There's no editing today. We're just doing things how we used to. So, and I also do have some oracle cards though for you. So let's just dive into it. All right, for you. All right, let's see, please, for my Virgos. Let's shuffle this for you, and then we'll dive into it for my lovely Virgos. Right, let's split the deck, put it back together again. Let's go for it. So your overall energy this week, Virgo, is Seven of Cups. Alrighty, well, this is a card of confusion, feeling like there's a lot of options around you, not being certain about what decision to make, what options to take. Alright, you might be feeling a little bit, this vibe can bring up a bit of confusion and some, lack of clarity at the end of the day. So that might be how you're feeling, maybe a lot of emotions coming up for you and not really being sure about which one to kind of run with, if that makes sense. But let's carry on. Let's see what the challenge is for you guys this week. Is the Eight of Cups. All right, your challenge is having to walk away from things that don't serve you, whether it's bad habits, certain people, certain environments. It's a challenge because it's going to be very difficult for you to do that, okay? But it is necessary, of course. We must walk away from things that just don't serve you, that are taking up energy in your life, or in this case, emotional energy for some, because this could be very well what is causing you this confusion. You're having to kind of walk away from it. Anything that's making you feel lost, uncertain, like if something's sending you mixed signals, then of course it's a good idea to leave it behind. I am picking up an energy as well of anything that is causing you to feel a little bit out of the ordinary, like in a bad way, anything that's making you feel lost, whether it's person, situation, or certain options. That you don't have to take an option if you don't like any of them. Like you don't actually have to act this week on something that doesn't feel right to you. So if someone's trying to get you to do something and you don't feel right about it, don't do it. Even if the timing of something is trying to push you for it, because the Seven of Cups can sometimes be illusions from others, and that might be what you're really coming to terms with, that you need to walk away from people who are kind of covering your eyes to the truth about situations, or it could even be yourself. But let's carry on. Let's see. What's the focus on this week is temperance, being patient. Some of you could be rushing yourself to make decisions, and again, that could be something that's causing you even more emotional stress. Your advice is to really kind of focus on being patient and to balance things. You have a really good gift at balancing things, Virgo, at taking your time before you move forward. Spirit is saying you need to take a pit stop. You need to take some time to think about it, to see how you're feeling, because emotionally, I think your emotions are a bit everywhere this week, if I'm being honest with you. But I feel like a big breakthrough will come through from this, of where you're getting a lot of clarity. But it's when we're trying to push through, when our emotions or our thoughts are kind of running wild, we can get even more lost. So instead of rushing and trying to panic and do things in this way, taking a break or taking a time out will really be quite impactful for you. And remembering that you don't need to rush. Take your time with things. Some of you could be putting a lot of, again, like pressure on yourself to get things done, and I need to do this because I said I was going to do it, and I must do it now. Like that is creating a lot of stress for yourself, okay? So just pay attention to that. Let's see in the recent past for Virgos. Six of Cups, some nostalgia. Six of Cups usually, speaks of fond memories. Because it's coming up in your recent past. In the recent past, you might have been reflecting a lot. We do have a progression of cards here. So in the past, you have the 6. Present, you have the 7. A challenge to overcome around this time is the 8. So you are progressing, which means that there will be the 9 of Cups and a 10 of Cups, which tells me that you will find some happiness. You're just going through the motions is what it seems like at the moment. So 6 of Cups, you may have been reflecting a lot in the past. This may be you trying to figure out things that have happened, or whether you're reflecting on good or bad. I can't be quite sure, but I do know that it was taking up a lot of your focus in the recent past. All right, let's dive into your strengths this week. Going with the flow. This tells me there's a lot of opportunities coming your way, okay? This could be communication. This also is like life is speeding up at the moment for you, and I think that might be the reason why things are causing a lot of stress for you emotionally, because you're not quite sure what to do. Okay, I'm gonna show you something quickly. I'm almost seeing you in this cloud, and it feels like when you're in this cloud you can't quite see what's coming your way, and I think that you might be really panicking because you think that what you have to choose from are the things that are already around you, okay? But it feels like something outside of your circle at the moment, or your beliefs. Something's going to come in, and I'm not going to say rescue you, but it's something that's going to come in, it's going to bring you some sort of spark. The wands are really good for energy and bringing back motivation or creativity. So if you've been a little bit in a lackluster or in a feeling of being too overwhelmed with feelings and emotions and all different ones, anger to love to sensitivities to, I feel like you're going up and down here. I think take a break from that, balance yourself, meditate, because you do have some opportunities coming your way and you're very good at adapting. So for some of you, life is speeding up for you. I think that's something that you're wanting, but at the same time, I think it's stressing you the F out, to be honest with you, because you're like, I need to do this, and I need to do that, I need to do this as well. Oh my gosh, how am I going to cope? I also have this on my mind. Like, there's a lot going on. And you're capable of adapting to this. These are things going in the right direction, by the way. So if anything is not worked out, or if there is anything that's causing you stress, don't worry, because you are moving in the right direction. And things will speed up in a positive way. Things will get more clear for you, which is good, but just take a break when necessary. Make sure you're focusing on your health. Moving into your near future, you're the Sun. So you're the most positive card coming up for you, which we love to see that. This is joy. This is, euphoria when it's in terms of your, near future energy, because it feels like you're going to feel guided. You're going to feel very protected with this energy because of that lovely white horse. And the fact that you're showing up now as that little baby, meaning that there's most likely going to be some new beginnings coming up with that Sun card, or just feeling open and vulnerable and feeling protected and looked after by the universe. So that is really good. It's Leo energy, feeling confident. I'm hearing feeling clear. So whatever you're going through right now, again, things will really pick up pace for you in a good way. This panic will subside. Again, there is a need to walk away from this. This could even be from the feelings or the options that you're having to choose from at the moment. Like, take a break from it. Take a break from the uncertainty. Take a break from the things that you feel like you need to make decisions on. Take a break. Take a little bit of a vacation. Take a weekend away. Get yourself into nature. Whatever helps you to ground yourself, do that, and take a little bit at a time. As you can see, she's doing something some of you, I think that's what it actually is you're having a lot of crap to deal with at the same time, and I think it's literally blinding you from being connected to the world around you, and again, from what is coming your way. So I do see your hope being restored, and a really amazing outcome for you guys as well. All right, in terms of your emotions this week, you have the Page of Swords. This is a triggered energy. You might be feeling more curious about things, to be honest, but I am picking up an energy of a little bit of being triggered. Usually this can mean that there is someone who might be watching you. I think this is a week of, because you're stressed, you might feel very tempted to lash out at people. This is coming from a wounded place though, and the Page of Swords is feeling a bit threatened. At least that's how I'm seeing it for you guys right now, is like you're feeling a bit threatened. Not by people as such, but it's because, your life is kind of showing up as a bit of a tornado in my mind. And there's a lot of, things that are unclear to you. And if anyone is kind of coming your way and giving you anything that is adding to your stress, I really see that you're going to be like telling people about themselves and saying things. So Page of Swords, I will say that there is some pain that you guys have been dealing with, probably from the past, or again, probably from feeling a bit lost at the moment. You will be able to cut through it. You will be able to keep your eyes open, and I do see that you're going to feel very analytical this week, but I also see that your tongue is sharp this week. So, you know, I would hate to cross a Virgo this week, to be honest, because you're not holding, but you're too stressed. If anyone comes with you with issues, or if anyone comes from the past, you're literally like telling people about themselves. Like, I don't have time for this. But anyway, let's see your environment. The Seven of Pentacles, so there's a lot of hard work going on when it comes down to trying to keep on top of the work that you've already been doing. Seven of Pentacles is, you know, you've been putting a lot of effort into something here, and it's taking a little bit of time to pay off, all right, to see the harvest. Seven of Pentacles, that's what he's trying to get. He's trying to get the harvest of things that he's worked really hard for in the last years. So you guys are still working on something that you've probably been working on for a while. Some of you might be having to tend to the home, to the garden, to your plants, all right? Might be a need to, you know, reevaluate or reassess the situation to make certain changes if necessary. But that card is really kind of saying, don't give up. You know, it may be hard, it may be strenuous, but you will get that harvest that you have been working so hard for, okay? So don't panic, don't worry. What is coming up as your hopes this week is the Page of Wands. You're wanting a little bit of creativity, so I would make sure you're taking some time out for that. The Page of Wands is kind of like like your inner child. And with the Page of Wands, it's a Wands energy. It's about creativity. It's about wanting fun. Your hopes here is to have some fun, to have some good news. Could be potentially wanting to be invited out, for example, or to want to spend some time with friends. I don't know why this card comes to me as like a socializing card, but there it is. There could also be a desire to learn something new. So whether that's learning a language and feeling for some of you, or it is, again, learning something new in terms of painting, creating, doing something with your hands. For some of you, it's I don't know, I'm just sensing something here that a lot of you is something that you're wishing for deep down, is to kind of get a bit lost in the childlike things, because right now you're dealing with a lot of the adult responsibilities, let's say, you know, the adulting side of life. Right, let's go into your overall outcome. Page of Pentacles, you have a lot of pages. Taurus had a lot of pages as well, and what that really represents is the fact that there's a lot of new things coming in. And I don't mean new as in the aces new. It's not new opportunities, but it is new things that you are doing, new energies that you are stepping into. Page of Pentacles is about taking the first step into something new, being the newbie, whether it's in terms of a new job, you're the new person, you know, having to deal with that, not knowing what to do, but having to be taught to learn. Could again be in terms of learning new things about your work, your finances. Could be in terms of just, you know, in your growth in general, trying to be a bit more positive. We have sunflowers there, which can represent that too. You're also Page of Wands, so again, being new in some creative endeavors. And Page of Swords, I think a lot of you are wanting to speak out this week, to be honest with you, when it comes down to your feelings. And you will, but just make sure with that Page of Swords that you're doing it in a way that is not coming from triggers, because Page of Swords to me is a very triggered energy. It's just wanting to defend itself. So it will say anything, it will say things that have been holding up for a while, even if it's not completely true, even if it's not completely how you feel. It's just something you've been bottling up. I don't know why this card comes to me as that, but it just does. So be careful of your words this week, I will say. Make sure you're analyzing a full situation before you go running into something full blast. That usually is the card of the Knight of Swords, but with the Page of Swords, I think ultimately you're just wanting to defend yourself. So if anything is coming through as something that is seeming like a threat, something that seems like it's trying to challenge you or trying to accuse you or blame you or anything like that, you're really gonna struggle to bite your tongue, to be honest. But you know, that is just what I'm seeing. I will pull out some extra cards for you though. Ultimately though, you are learning new things, so that is just what it is. And I think this period of feeling really like analysis paralysis energy, I think you'll really kind of come through that to a much more positive side, to be honest, which is good. It is a really good outcome at the end of the day. And as something that you least expect will actually help you from this situation. Again, something that you just wasn't counting on. What you were counting on is all this stuff, and I don't think you liked the options you had or have around you, or the situations that you have around you. Something really is going to come in You have honesty coming through. All right, and this card says, I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. So some of you will need to speak out. Maybe that's what the Page of Swords is. Oh, you have forgiveness coming through as well. This says, I'm willing to release old resentment so that I may enjoy my life. Now notice that didn't say I'm going to forgive and let someone back in. Did not say that. It said, I'm willing to release old resentments. So this could very well be things that we might still be feeling about the past and still reflecting on that. So that you can enjoy your life, you're letting go all of those feelings that you've had. And maybe this is what that combination is. All of these feelings, all of these feelings that just aren't good for you and you know it, you're walking away from it. And maybe this is where you're speaking up. Right, what else am I going to pull out? I'm going to use a tea leaf tarot because I know some of you love this deck. It just has a lot of random cards on it. Focus. One more. Alright, so you have the cobweb. This says you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. I think that's why the Ace of Wands is coming in. And that is why the Ace of Wands is coming in, because this says chain of events that will affect your life. This is things coming outside of yourself. If I'm seeing you as that cloud or that tornado, something's coming in to penetrate that cloud, penetrate that tornado. That is going to change things up for you and help you to see more clearly. Okay? You do have some fears, worries, tense situations, which you could already see. There is an energy to pay attention to your work, to pay attention to your health. Could be having some compliments from an admirer this week, some pleasure with a close friend this week. We have some happiness coming in, which is that Sun card, which I love because there is peace, there is happiness here. Anything that's been worrying you will literally be relieved from you, okay? Which is good. A goal-oriented person, that is you, Virgo, coming through there. You'll receive a gift this week and an exciting event. Alrighty, let's roll the dice for you. You have Leo energy coming through, so that's requiring more confidence, to be bold, to not be afraid of shining bright. That Leo energy is also that Sun card as well, so it's that optimism that's coming through for you. You have Saturn. Is that Saturn? Yes, it's Saturn coming in here. And Saturn is a planet of responsibility, so it feels like that's the thing that's been holding you down or keeping you a little bit worried or anxious. We also have the number 12. So for some of you, like with that combination, my interpretation of that is also that there probably is some like past life things that you have been dealing with that 12 and the Saturn energy. You know, old past life or past responsibilities that you guys are, you know, dealing with and clearing out. This can also just be the fact that you guys are, number 12 is also about, you know, dream world. Some of you, again, definitely could be having a lot of like psychic dreams, all right? Or again, it's bringing up that subconscious stuff and it's calling for you to take responsibility in those areas. So that might be why there's a lot of confusion. It's probably the subconscious mind needing a reboot. And I think that is what I'm seeing. All right, my angels, I love you guys. I hope you guys have an incredible week ahead. Apologies again for being, I don't know if this reading was good for you. I hope it was. Please let me know down below, just because like I am in pain. That's what happens when you're a woman. And I'm in pain and I really struggled to do this. But I thought today out of all days, I felt like I had a bit more energy than the other days. So I hope it was okay. I hope it was. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best. Let me know if you like the reading. And I hope to see you guys next time. Alrighty.